Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic start to your weekend and you're getting ready for the racing that's taking place out at Turffontein. We're going to have the postman tipping out at Turffontein because he always delivers. So I'm going to hand you over to the postman for his analysis.
Yeah, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Racing comes to us on Saturday, the 10th of September from Turffontein. And guys, please take note, we are running on the new course. There are 9 races carded. Before we get into the selections, just very, very sad news with regards to Paul Peter. He has got several horses running on the day, and it'd be nice if he can go out with a hell of a bang. So let's go through the 9 races. The first due off at 1200 hours, and this is a maiden plate over 1200 meters. Guys, please take note, there are only 4 race runners. Those that have raced, I've gone through the form there. There's nothing to write home about. And I am going to select on breeding and breeding alone. And my first selection here will be horse number 5. Foster Nova, Gavlerina for Johan Janse van Vuren, and the son of Flower Alley, Nasty Bread. Watch betting moves on this one. For second, guys, we've gone for the 6. This is Red Emperor. Randall Simons for Mike de Kock. Quite well related. May need a touch further, but can certainly be running on here. For third, we have thrown in another first-timer. This is horse number 2, Ocean in a Lifetime. King in de Melle for Johan Janse van Vuren. Also very nasty bred. If I'm looking for a negative, drawn 7 out of 9, even though it's a small field, we need a little bit of luck in their running. And for fourth, we have gone for the one that has run, number 1, Northern Tune, Marco van Rensburg for Billy Raters. This did run second last time out, has some fair form, and certainly good enough to fill in trifectas and quartets. So race 1, guys, we've gone 5, 6, 2, and 1. We'll move on to the second race on the card, and this would be the first leg of the bipot. Second race, due off at 12:35, and our first selection here would be horse number 6. And this is Maggie Smith. This again, Gavin Larena for Paul Peter. This has had 1 run at Scottsville. This ran second to our horse, Harley's Fate. Harley's Fate has been given a medal rating of 83. And if we go and look here, if Maggie Smith gets a merit rating of 83 as well, she would be 5 merit points better off than horse number 3, and she's getting weight from them. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I have gone for horse number 6 as my first selection, Maggie Smith. If you watch a rerun of this, the commentator was calling this one home, was really finishing well with Serena Moodley, and fortunately for us, Harley's Fate got up and beat them all. I know they did rate Maggie Smith, and I'm sure Paulie Peter would have done his magic on this one. For second, we have gone for the 5, Madame Vicky. Madame Vicky has had 3 runs. JP van der Merwe retaining the ride here for Alec Laird. Last time out, let the side on a touch, finishing 4.5 lengths behind the winner. There was a touch of support for it on that day, however, it did have excuses, finishing with a scalp wound. I am looking for an improved effort from this one, and certainly can go pretty close here. For third, we have gone for horse number 3, and this is Tried and True, Neo Quale for Billy Raters. Again, we look at this has had some nice recent runs, however has had 10 runs and still a maiden, but very speedy sort. We know how quick this track is running and can certainly be there and thereabouts. For fourth, guys, we have thrown in horse number 8, and this is a first timer. This is Sky Ruler. and this Daughter of Fly the Flag from the Candace Dawson yard. Certainly, if it has any ability, can run into the back end of trifectas and quartets. If I'm looking for a negative, draw 9 out of 9 in a small field. So race 2, 6, 5, 3, and 8. We'll move on to the third race on the card, guys. And the third race is due off at 13:10. It's a 1600 meter maiden plate. And in the third race, our first selection here is horse number 9, Promontory. And this is Gavlarina for Paul Peter. I really think that this is decent sort. I think that this is worth a small each way touch and is my first selection. For second, we have gone for the 5, Mr. Bodacious, Keegan DeMiller for Mike de Kock. This finished behind the 9 last time out. Did have 1 or 2 excuses, but I do not believe it can reverse the form on that one. Drawn a little wide as well, so we need a lot of luck in the running. For third, we have gone for the 4, Stepping Out. This is Calvin Habib for David Niverhazen. Finished third last time in a 7-horse field, 4 lengths behind the winner. Was handy and stopped late. Gavin has got off this one to jump on the 9, and I'm sure that Gavin would know which is the right one. And I certainly, again, reiterate, I think Gavin is on the right one, and I make it one of the better bets on the card. For fourth, we've gone for the 8, Bronze Sword. This is at 1 run. Randall Simon retains a ride here. Finished 4th, 4 3/4 lengths behind the winner. There was a 6-horse field, but again, this one would have gained from the experience, and again, certainly maybe worth back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 3, I have gone 9, 5, 4, and 8, and I do think that 9 is a fair bet. The fourth race on the card, you're off at 13:50. It's a Pinnacle Stakes to be run over 1450 meters. And in the fourth race, our first selection here is horse number 3, and this is Supreme Quest. Samanga Kamalo getting the ride here for Corne Spiss. Samanga has ridden it before, finishing second to Bold Act. Is stepping up in distance from its last 2 outings, but has run once over this course and distance, finishing second. And I do think with the strong urgings of Samanga, this one will go really close. For second, guys, we've gone for the 2. This is Homely Girl, King Demella for Johan Janssen van Vuren. This ran in a feature race 13 weeks ago at Greyville. Sat handy and rallied and won. And again, certainly must be thrown into your exotics. For third, we've gone for the 1, Freed from Desire. Gavin Arena for Paulie Peter. Returns from a suspension of 19 weeks, carrying 62 kilos. Certainly with a chance, but for me, more back end of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, guys, we've gone for the 4, Follow Me. Jeff Seister for Stewie Pettigrew. Last time out, I'm going to put a line through that, over raced, found nothing. But prior to that, was running on behind Anne Boleyn, carrying only 54. I certainly think this is worth a shot as well for back end of trifectas and quartets. So the fourth race, 3, 2, 1, and 4. Quite a competitive event. We'll move on to the fifth race on the card, guys. And this is due off at 14:25. Another Pinnacle Stakes over 1450 meters. Very open race. For me, this is probably one of the field races. We go through all the horses, and I don't believe the best horse will win. I certainly think that the fittest horse will win. And for this reason, I have gone for horse number 1, William Robertson. Samanga Kamalo again for Corne Spiss. Samanga has ridden the last 4 occasions for 2 wins, a second and a fifth. They've pulled the blinkers off. Last time out, this ran over 1,400 meters with Simonga aboard with no blinkers. Beat Xavion that day by nearly 2 lengths. Last time out, ran second behind Captain Ransom. We know Captain Ransom was the Equus Horse of the Year, so that was a great run. And I certainly think that this one in an open field will go really close. The reason I say we need to put a lot this is some really classy animals coming back from rests. For second, guys, I've gone for the 3, Bingwa. Gav Larina for Johan Janssen van Vuren. This is a very decent sort, generally jumps and sits handy. If I'm looking for a negative, it has to be 10-week layoff. But when we go back, finished half a length to MK's Pride on 2 occasions. Has had the 2 runs, course and distance, finishing second on both occasions. Again, if in not need of the run, certainly can go close. For third, guys, we've gone for horse number 6, Sound of Summer. Kabele Matsiani for Paulie Peter. This is only carrying 54 kilos. Last time out over a mile was a very decent effort. Has had 1 course and distance run whereby he won. And again, I certainly think that this one will go close. Generally, again, it can sit handy, can run off them. We know that the course is running fast, so I do think that in a mediocre field, when I say mediocre, I'm talking only 10 horses. This one can certainly sit just off them and should be finishing races off really well. For fourth, we've gone for horse number 8, Mardi Gras. Josh Solomon for Fabian Habib. We go back and look. This one has run over 1,475 meters before. And in this field, obviously not needing the run, certainly can fit in the back end of trifectas and quartets. Race 5, 1, 3, 6, and 8. And as I said, I don't think the best horse would win. I think the fittest one, and that's why I've gone for horse number 1. We move on to race 6, guys. And in the 6th race, this is your off at 14.55, mid-rated 90 handicap over 14.50. Please take note, guys, in the 6th race, horse number 4 has been scratched. That is Little Prince. And the 6th race on the card, my first selection here is horse number 6, Another Level. This is King in Demella for Candace Dawson. Has got some really nice form. Last time out, finished 5th, 7.5 lengths behind the winner. Did have excuses on that occasion, dropped the crop 50 out. I certainly think that if not in need of the run, as this has had a 10-week layoff, certainly can go very close. For second, I've gone for horse number 3, Admiral Dooley, Kabela Matsiani for Stewie Pettigrew. This is a 3rd run after rest, should be cherry ripe. This will jump, will sit up there, and if I'm taking exotics, I probably will take the 2 horses, 3 and 6. I think this will also go really close. For 4th, that's my apologies. For 3rd, I have gone for the 2, Tuscan Winter, Gav Larina for Johan Janssen van Vuren. This has been slow away before. I do think that if it's slow away tomorrow, we'll really find it difficult to catch up. As I said, the course is running really quick. For larger perms, throw in. For smaller budget, 3 and 6 I think should be sufficient. And for 4th, guys, we've gone for the 1, Back to Black, Randall Simon for Roy Magna. 3rd run after rest. And again, capable of filling in one of the minor spots. So race 6, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Move on to the 7th race on the card. And the 7th race, guys, is due off at 15:30. A graduation plate over 1,200 meters. And again, I certainly think the fittest horse will win this race. And I have gone for horse number 1, Feather Boa. I really think that this will go very close. If we can get 18-10 or 2-1, we're going to have a touch here. Won last 2 really well, beating Canadian Summer 2 runs back, beating Meridius last time out, and I think that this is the right one. For second, I have gone for the tote favorite, or the bookie's favorite at this stage, the 2 Glittering Girl, Gavlarina for Paul Peter. Really decent form. Finishing second in a grade 1 last time out. Showed a lot of pace, was caught late. 14-week layoff, maybe got bigger fishes to fry. But again, very good sort, cannot be left out. For third, I've gone for the 3, Arari Gold, Muzieni for Corey Lensley. This one let the side down last time out, over 1,600 meters, did have excuses, did not have any luck in the running. And again, I think the 1,200 would suit this one down to the ground. I think Corey thinks this is a decent sort. And for larger perms, I'll be throwing that one in as well. For fourth, we've gone for the 6. And this is Typeset, Pierre Stradum getting the ride here for Fani Broncos. This one, first time out, was Pierre aboard. Long odds, but again, could be anything and maybe good enough for back ends here of trifectas and quartets. So race 7, 1, 2, 3, and 6. We'll move on to the 8th race on the card. And the 8th race is due off at 16:05. A met rate at 80 handicap over 2,000 meters. And in this event, probably find my value bet on the day. This will be horse number 8, Qunetra. Jeff Seister for Roy Magna. This one, I think, will jump, will go to the front, play catch me if you can, and I really think that they're going to battle to get to this one, especially the way the track is running. And I think around about 5-6 to 1, I think this is great value. For second, I have gone for horse number 3. And this is 5th of July, Diego de Gavea for David Niverhazen. The form is there for all of us to see. Diego gets on very well with this one. Again, has been slow off. And again, if slow tomorrow, I don't think can get to the 8. But certainly worth throwing in larger perms. For third, we've gone for horse number 1. And horse number 1 is Great Affair. Gavlarina for Paulie Peter. Again, there's nothing wrong with the form of this one. Negative, carrying top weight, and drawn a little wide at 9. For fourth, we've gone for the 2, King's Crusade. Craig Zaki for Joey Somo. We go and look, this one likes the course. Third run after a rest should be Cherry Ripe. Has had 2 runs on the course for a win and a third. So again, back end of quartets and trifectas. Race 8, 8-3-1-2, and we do think that 8 is a fair value bet. We'll move on to the Lucky Last, and the Lucky Last drew off at 16:40. This is a met rate at 72 handicap over 1,500 meters. Again, I think this is very open here, guys, and my first selection, a narrow first selection, is the 2, Don't Touch Me, Gavlarina for Paul Peter. It'd be very nice if Paulie can end off with a win, and I think everybody will be screaming this one home, and I think that Gavin can send them off with a smile on his face. For second, we have gone for the 1, Call Me Master, Muzieni for Robbie Sage. Again, very good form, big negative, drawn 10. Has had 8 runs on the course, has never won, however, 3 seconds and a third, but good enough to run a place here. For third, guys, we've gone for the 5, Iceman Cometh, Samanga Kamala for Joey Somo. Again, very decent form. Run second, my apologies, second run after a rest, needed the last run. And Samanga jumping aboard, obviously the lights will flash when this happens, just to keep us focused. And I don't think Samanga would have taken this ride if he didn't have a chance. Again, worth throwing in back end of trifectas and quartets. If you're taking pick sixes, throw it in for larger perms. For fourth, guys, we've gone for the 8, Twice as Wild. This is Caden Brewer for Grant Maroon. Nicely drawn at 5. Twice as Wild is 5 kilos better off than the 7, so I think that there will certainly be a form reversal there. Was staying on last time out, and for me, good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. So, guys, in the Lucky Last, we've gone 2, 1, 5, and 8, and I really, really would love the two to win, so Paulie Peter can be sent off with all the accolades he deserves. Guys, take care, look after yourself. Please take note, there are several first-timers early on, so watch betting there, watch them going down, watch for jockey changes, and Stevie, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that input, the post, man. You've tipped a 9-race program, your normal bar pot, PA, jackpot 1 and jackpot 2, and your best bet, race 3, number 9, and your value bet, race 8, number 8, Quanetra 9-2, Promontory at 5-2, your best bet. So hopefully those are out for the punters, and we can keep steering them in the right direction. Guys, there's going to be no football video this weekend due to the fact that there's no Premier League taking place. So enjoy your break, and we'll catch you in the next video. So all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.